Al-Jilani here, shaking President Trump's hand, was literally an ISIS commander from, I think, 2006 to 2013, also a relatively high-ranking member of Al-Qaeda. That was the reason that Trump put a bounty on his head in 2017. And then, because of backing from our own deep state, this was a major Biden foreign policy plank to topple Bashar al-Assad. There were false flag terrorism attacks on our own soil in 2015 under Obama in order to justify this war, the famous Garland, Texas, first homegrown domestic ISIS terrorist incident. So the whole thing has been afoot with mischief. But the fact is now Al-Jilani is promising that if the U.S. lifts sanctions, that they will use AT&T for their IT infrastructure rather than Chinese Huawei, that they will allow ExxonMobil and Chevron to have partnerships with the Syrian oil. And if you remember, Trump was very explicit, the only reason we continue to be in Syria is for the oil. We're taking the oil, famously, he said. So essentially, the last month of the Biden administration, they gave everything they could to help ISIS take over Syria. But now that ISIS occupies Syria, Trump has inherited this deck. And you've got two choices. You can sort of continue this war on ISIS, which in a lot of ways is a war on ourselves. It's a war on our own creation and something that we've been paying for and subsidizing through USAID, through the Central Intelligence Agency. Or you can kind of settle for the wins that you can achieve, such as getting them to promise that they'll wear suits and that they will adopt certain Western liberal internationalist aesthetics and functionally turn over the country's economy to the U.S. rather than to China, as China is attempting to broker and further its own influence in the Middle East. So there's a kind of deal with the devil aspect of this, and Trump's a deal maker.